Probably be more comfortable on the ones they were using yesterday, but let's wait and see. I think they'll be able to hang in there.
Why? Finish that statement.
The big boards that they have a range from about 6 knots of wind to 11 knots of wind, but their high speed heavy air boards have been proving to be a little bit quicker in the 9.5, 10 knot range, so they're right on the crossover.
218, 217. Oracle coming in from port will come in at 210. Jimmy Spittle is on the helm today in spite of all the speculation, as they're 2.8. They're a little bit late coming into the start. In fact, they're quite a bit late at 2.03. Goodness gracious, they are late.
Yeah, it's very late.
They're very late. Craig Monk, take it.
Yeah, I guess we've got what we had started off with the race yesterday. Team New Zealand are very, very close to them here, and being late means that Team New Zealand are right on their tail in the start box. So already we've got a cat and mouse going on pretty tough here.
That's right. If Oracle were another 3 seconds late on that start, New Zealand would have had a piece of them, meaning a port and starboard collision course, and Oracle would have had to alter course, but they've just squeaked in.
1:30 to the start as Oracle's going back. This is the conundrum, Craig Monk. How deep do you go? When do you turn?
It's all about time on distance here, Pete, and getting their wind up to the start. And we've got the boats quite separated at the moment, so they're staying away from each other with 1:15 to go. Team New Zealand look like they're going to fight for the pin end or the leeward position.
And that, as we're looking down on a drone or a helicopter, is yacht out to the left, by the left mark or the leeward mark.
Yes, they're just winding up now with 55 to go, and now we'll see the boats slow down and maybe come off the foils, but they'll be looking for time on distance here to really slingshot this start. They're saying 10 seconds to kill off the boat, off the Oracle boat. So,
yeah. Tom, Slingsby and Langford and Spittle are all doing a lot of talking. Team New Zealand is out in the left position at 34 seconds. Can they hold it? Can they control it? Can they get the hook?
There's a little bit more separation between the both boats right now than what we had yesterday. So I think it's going to be a clean start. It's all about who pulls the trigger first and gets up to top speed.
They do have to scrub off a little bit more time. They're both close to it.
That's right. They've got about 3 seconds to kill both boats here. They need to be very careful when they kill those seconds. They don't come off the foils.
Right, that's the trick in killing it. Bow. Here comes the bow down on Oracle at 3, 2, 1. The start, all clear.
Clear start.
Right, and who gets up on the foils first? Will Team New Zealand be able to get the inside position? Team New Zealand looking good so far. Can they hold that position? Oracle up, 28, they're scooting.
Yeah, I'd give that start to Oracle. I'd give that start to Oracle. They're still 2 knots faster and just got up on the foils a bit quicker than us here. So I'd expect them to be leading at the first mark.
Right, so they're coming to mark 1 and Oracle will be in front, definitely. Team New Zealand are just a little bit too far back. They won't be able to get the overlap, and Team New Zealand definitely follow the leader as Oracle is leading into mark 1.
We saw Team New Zealand there. They've come up to clear their air and just escape the bad air coming off Oracle, and this will help them a little bit. So as we go around the first mark, it's only 2 boat lengths. Still very, very close.
Race 9, mark 1, and Oracle leading by 3 seconds.
I think you'll be looking to see the New Zealand boat jibe away first here, clear her air, and try and get to sail her own race. Oracle will be looking to match the jibe. This is a pressure jibe here, both teams. They absolutely have to nail this jibe.
Right, they're going up to the boundary.
Happy.
Here comes Oracle. It's a Simo jibe. Oracle, Team New Zealand do a good jibe. Beautiful. Oracle going right out to the boys.
Close to the boundary there.
They've gone right out to the boundary. I wouldn't have been surprised if there had been a blue light going, but anyway, Team New Zealand have done well.
So Oracle came within a lazy ace of getting a penalty here. They jibed with about 1 metre to spare on that boundary, but they've just squeaked in. Their boats are still tied together here, very even. Great jibe on both boats.
Right, we've got them bow for bow at the moment. In fact, we got Team New Zealand in front by 1 metre or 2, maybe.
We'll see if Team New Zealand can use this mode to soak down over the top of Oracle, which we're seeing now. This is a passing lane created. They're doing at least a knot faster than Oracle, and this is sheer test of strength and speed right now.
Expand, Craig Monk, soaking down.
Well, they want to give Oracle foul air or bad pressure onto their wing, will disturb flow. And once that happens, it's very difficult for Oracle to keep the boat up to speed.
And sailing off the wind, soaking down, take a leeward course, speed up your sleeve.
Yes, that's what we're good at. We've just made a pass right now of
Team New Zealand are in front. Team New Zealand by 16 metres on leg number 2 of 7.
Both boats sailing into some lighter pressure here. This Oracle boat could close up the gap here a bit. Both boats are not on ley line yet. They've both still got a manoeuvre to pull off here.
Phil's dirty air coming off Team New Zealand onto Oracle.
New Zealand's done a brilliant job there, and they've actually, what we've got to remember, they've passed Oracle on this leg, Pete. And we get to choose our ley line or choose the mark we want to go to next, which is a huge advantage. Here we go now.
Right, here we go through the gate. And Team New Zealand still up on the foils. They've jibed across. They're making the approach to the gate now. This is gate number 2. To complete leg number 2 is 7. And Team New Zealand have come from behind at Mark 1. They lead at Mark 2.
Oh, big call here. Oracle jibing round the left-hand gate, looking downwind. That's an extra manoeuvre they've had to do, and it's a down-speed manoeuvre.
They're kissing the water, Phil.
Yeah, they dropped off the foils there. That's a very costly. To make that manoeuvre was going to cost them a couple of 100 metres.
Yeah, that's for sure. They're lucky they've got those big boards on. You can see them just popping out of the water again quite quickly there, but that was an expensive card to play, but it's one they had to play. If they had followed Team New Zealand, they would have had to sail Team New Zealand's race, so they've given themselves some more options here.
Right, so given a drone or a helicopter looking up the course, and Team New Zealand's going a long way out to the left. In contrast, Oracle has gone a long way out to the right, as they are going through the tack now, and they are coming back onto starboard. But Team New Zealand now out to an advantage of over 130 metres. But Oracle coming back in on starboard. Boy, Oracle does seem a bit unstable.
Yeah,
Team New Zealand on port have got right away.
Big separation here, so when the boats come back together, we'll get a recalibration of the distance, but Team New Zealand still averagely a knot or two faster than Oracle right now, which means they've got more pressure out that side.
1,600 metres to the top mark.
We've been seeing that left-hand side of the track paying in most of the races over the weekend. I think Pete and the boys will be happy to defend that left-hand side of the course. I think you'll look to see them plant a loose cover on Oracle in the next 20 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, 160, 170 metres, and they're on the left-hand favoured shift right now, Team New Zealand. So every boat length they sail, they're picking up 10 metres a second here. So we'll be looking for them to tack back fairly shortly.
Peter Burling looking down at instruments. He's looking behind a lot as well.
This is strange. This is unusual that the Kiwis haven't come back. They're very happy to keep going this way. They've seen something out in front. And they've extended further than they probably should have.
So they're going out to the right. It's almost like 49 skiff sailing or Olympic sailing like you, Craig Monk. They're backing themselves on the fastest way there rather than match racing.
Exactly. They're sailing very confident here, and they're sailing a yacht race and looking for more pressure and sailing the favoured shift or the favoured angle to the next mark. So it's not traditional match racing right now.
And that's a game. What they saw on the right-hand side looks like it's working for them.
Right, they're getting close to 1,000 metres to go on this leg number 3 of 7. Team New Zealand in front. Both boats doing similar speed at 21 knots. Boy, the Oracle team of Lewis Sinclair, Kennedy Fowler and Kai Hurst, they are grinding their hearts out. Because they're in the last chance saloon at the moment.
That's right.
They've got to come from behind.
They're not just racing one yacht race here. They're racing for absolute survival now.
We're getting reports. The wind is 9 knots out in the middle of the course. And Oracle doing 24-1, Team New Zealand 22-4.
Yeah, Team New Zealand doing a great job of keeping Oracle out of phase, which means on the less favoured tack or the less favoured shift to the top mark. So they're really picking up the scraps here at the moment.
Right, so let's get back up in the helicopter again. It's Team New Zealand going a long way out to the left, and Oracle meanwhile is going out to the right. Now when Oracle come back, they will be on starboard or have right away.
Yeah, both boats are reaching the boundaries at the same time here, opposite boundaries. So we'll see what sort of gains, if any, Oracle have made here. I don't suspect they have, but they're definitely hanging it out there on the extremities today.
Probably 21 21s, 22s. I'll stay forward.
New Zealand's a little bit off their foils here and lighter pressure.
Small gain to Oracle here, but at this stage New Zealand's still in front. That's all they've got to do. Get in front, stay in front.
Boy, this is going to be tense though. Team New Zealand, they've come off the foils. Oracle's getting closer. They're definitely getting closer at about 500 metres to gate number 3.
Yeah, we had Emirates Team New Zealand fall off the foils in that last tack, and so they must have fell into a bit of a hole and pressure. So there is a gain to Oracle here of about 100 metres.
So therefore the pressure goes on the crew with the hydraulic oil to get going and get back up, eh?
Exactly. The heart rates will be up.
Yeah, I was speaking to Peter Burling's mother, Heather, Dr. Heather, last night, and she made the point the brilliant start by Burling and race yesterday's second race came down to the crew to allow him to do that.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are supplying the power for Peter and Blair to operate this boat.
All right, we are getting close now to gate number 3. So Team New Zealand have gone a long way out to the right. They will go through the tack now as they go through the tack, and that's lovely. They're right above the water.
Beautiful tack.
No kissing the water, and now they're making the approach to the top mark.
There's a final approach and another great ley line. So they're actually one manoeuvre ahead of Oracle right now with a 180-metre lead.
Right, so Oracle now has just gone through a tack, and they're out on the port ley line, meaning the wind is hitting the port or left-hand side of the boat, meaning they can lay through to the gate, but meanwhile Team New Zealand will cross in front of them, regardless they're on starboard and right away. They're well ahead at the moment, as Craig has said, and they're going through the mark. Right, the clock is ticking, gate number 3. Remember, gate number 2, Team New Zealand led by 4 seconds. Now this is gate number 3. And this is race number 9. The match, America's Cup 35 at 16-17. Oracle still coming up. Team New Zealand's bolted at 22, 23. Coming around to gate 25. Still ticking. Stops at 26
that's
seconds.
A great gain by Team New Zealand there, Pete. They've really legged out, and they've got around about a 300-metre lead to defend here. It's all about defending this lead and playing it safe from here on in. They only have to win one more race.
Classic downwind cover here.
Right, let's have a look at the statistics now, Craig Monk. And the key thing to me, distance sail, New Zealand 37-36 metres, USA 38.93. You give us a summary of what you see, Craig Monk, off leg 3 stack.
Yeah, to me that means New Zealand sailed a perfect beat, and they've sailed 100 metres less than USA. But what we see in the speed today, New Zealand is faster. Today New Zealand is a faster boat than Oracle USA.
What are you looking at there?
I'm just looking at the average speeds across the course.
And the VMG.
And the VMG. We're 0.3 of a knot faster. It's not a lot, but that'll be the change in foils that Oracle made overnight.
So as people are waking up across New Zealand, Phil, they'd wonder what is Craig talking about if they're non-sailing and don't understand it. You add a little bit more to that and talking in plain English.
So that's exactly right, and you saw Oracle using some different foils yesterday. They were using what they call their high-speed foils, which obviously they do just that. They're high speed, make the boat go faster. What you give up is manoeuvrability though, and you'll see the boat falling off foils more often. Today they've got a more stable board. You'll see the boat foiling a lot more, but they give up top-end speed. New Zealand, in these conditions right now, they've got a faster boat. It's not much, it's 0.3 of a knot, but that's 7 seconds a leg. On top of that, they're also sailing very well. They're picking shifts, they're sailing the minimum distance, and the big, right now, the big red catamaran, she's stretching her legs.
Yeah, over 200 metres, pick it up, Craig, mate.
They've got great pressure here, Team New Zealand. They've positioned themselves beautifully to pick up the next puff. And we can see the metres ticking up. They've just gained 100 metres in the last sort of 15 seconds. So they're doing, they're almost 10 knots faster than USA Oracle right now.
Say that again slowly, Craig Monk, as people are waking up. 10.
They're 10 knots faster than USA Oracle, which is...
If it was an offshore race, Pete, they'd be doing 240 miles further in a day.
Like they've got an engine on board now.
They're out to 340 metres at the moment, and what Craig is talking about, Oracle's doing 24.8, and Team New Zealand was doing over 26.
And that's hopefully that might be the final guide for Team New Zealand for the left-hand mark, left-hand ley line. So again, they're positioning this boat beautifully today, and it's not giving Oracle a look in.
Yeah, he's great match racing by Pete today too. He's got a big lead. He doesn't need a big lead. He's just got to stay between Oracle and the mark, but he's doing both of those. He's extending and he's covering.
Through gate 4 of 7. They're into leg 5 of 7. Dare I say this, New Zealand, hold this position, and the America's Cup is heading to the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron, West Haven, Auckland.
Yeah, we're seeing Oracle on their final jibe and approach, and they're going for the opposite mark again, so they're just trying to pick up something really here, and it's just not happening for them.
You're going to see a classic move here by Emirates Team New Zealand. They're just going to tack over and go the same way that Oracle's going, just keeping that loose blanket over the top of Oracle.
So they go through the gate 4 at 35 seconds. So let me say that again. At gate 2 they were -4. At gate 3 they were -26. Here at gate 4 they're -35. Summarise what you've seen, Craig, mate.
Oh, look, we've just extended, I guess, down that run. That was the best downwind leg we've seen from Team New Zealand. They really positioned themselves in the pressure lines, and at times we saw them 10 knots faster than Oracle. From here, though, they just need to keep a loose cover on them and make sure they're in the same patch of water, so nothing weird happens, really. It's a shifty day out there.
That's right. They've given up a little bit of their lead here just to maintain control of their position. Don't be alarmed. They've lost about 100 metres in the last 2 minutes, but if they can stay where they are for the next 7 minutes, they're going to be popping the corks, guys.
So losing that though, Phil, just expand a little bit more, is because they're safety first.
That's right. So they could have extended up the right-hand side of the course, the New Zealand boat, but they chose not to. They chose to lose a little bit of their lead just to make sure that they're directly between Oracle and the next mark. They're not giving Oracle any leverage whatsoever.
Left in 2, 1. Good pressure there now. Happy VMG.
And sometimes in match racing, Pete, it's good to keep it close. 150 metres is something that you can manage well, and judge speed on. You get too much separation, it's very, very hard.
And in contrast to Olympic sailing, where you're really trying to do your best to get from point A to point B as quick as you can in a fleet racing.
This way they can match their speed with Oracle and choose whatever mode they need to just to keep it close and keep control of them.
And just as Oracle attacked, immediately a Simo attack coming from Team New Zealand, almost ballet dancing on the water.
Yeah, Team New Zealand, I'm not going to let these guys go. They're going to match race them all the way to the finish.
They're just, Oracle's going to start throwing everything at Team New Zealand now. This is the last time that these yachts may ever go upwind, so they're going to start throwing everything here.
Well, that is a big statement from Phil Jamieson, boat captain and multiple America's Cups, but who knows, if Team New Zealand win this race, they will win America's Cup 35, Bermuda 2017, and will these boats be used, or will they go to monohulls, or what will happen? Those and other questions will be answered in the next few weeks and months, but first, we've got to finish this race to get this point.
Yeah, these guys are glued together going up this beat here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Oracle right on our tail for this for these last 2 legs, Pete. They're
you're dead right, Craig. This could come down to who's got the most oil. Both teams, they can manage about 17 to 19 manoeuvres a race. After that, you start running out of oil. When you run out of oil, you cannot control the foils. You might see a full muscle off here and see who's got the most oil.
But and will that come then to more physical grunt from the legs versus the arms, or
it could come down to that, Pete? Quite possibly.
It's a physical hit out here too, and
it is 140 metre advantage as they are getting close to the top mark, leg 5. Team New Zealand is in front, but New Zealand don't get comfortable yet.
We're going to the ley line here. We're going to pick up again because one less manoeuvre. It looks like we're going to set up for a left-hand mark, like the first time up.
Which is fine. There was breeze on that left-hand side. They went that way in the last top mark round. They gained a few seconds. So they're doing everything right now. They're minimising manoeuvres. They're keeping some gas in the tank for later on should they need it. And they're sailing less distance than Oracle.
Simon van Veldhoven, number 6, lead cycler, followed by Josh Jr., 5, Andy Maloney, 4, Blair Chute, 3 is foil and trim, the skipper, and undersung is Glenn Ashby on the wing, and on the wheel is Peter Burling.
Seeing quite a big left-hand shift here now. Team New Zealand not laying that left-hand mark. We've just heard Pete Burling say right-hand gate. We're going to match them. So both boats going to go around the same gate here. I expect you to see both boats within 5-10 seconds of each other at this mark.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate for Team New Zealand because they tried to lay that mark a long way out, and the shift went against them. So, which means they have to do another manoeuvre to get around the right-hand mark. So it's a change of plan. But don't panic, it's still close and it's under control.
Right, so they go through gate number 5, and remember they led by 35 seconds at gate 4. The clock is ticking against Oracle. Team New Zealand have round, so look up the course, and they've gone through the right-hand mark, the gate. Oracle still coming up at 14, 15, 16. Aha, and notice they're doing another manoeuvre, attack right up through the gate, and they're going round the top mark, and it stops at 24. So it's gone from 35 to 24. To summarise what we've seen in that last league, here's Phil Jamieson.
Yeah, that's right. They were in Team New Zealand in a great spot there for a long time at the end of that beat. They were laying the top mark on starboard tack. The breeze shifted left, and all of a sudden they weren't making that mark. So they had to change their strategy. They had to change the plan, and they had to just maintain a position between Oracle and the mark. So they went to the right-hand gate, looking upwind, and they lost a fair bit of their lead, but they're still in front.
3, 2, 1, mate.
Yeah, I think just while we've been talking, Phil, we've extended a little bit more into 300-metre range. Team New Zealand looking a little bit more comfortable than they did at the top mark rounding here, Pete.
Meaning they've got a little bit breeze. Looking at fly time, both of them are 99.2. Team New Zealand are 99.3. Oracle 99.2.
It's a very unstable breeze out there, and there's puffs everywhere, and we've been joining the dots nicely and staying in those pressure lines. Oracle have really been picking up the scraps here, and they're trying everything they can, but it's just not happening for them.
Team New Zealand will just sail down here to Leyland when they can lay that final gate. They've only got one manoeuvre left in this America's Cup, guys. One more jibe, and it could be all over.
And the interesting point is that the start was won by Oracle, and Team New Zealand came from behind.
I like the idea that we actually passed them to win this race. There's the final jibe here.
There it is. They've nailed it.
It's still into the 300-metre lead, so it's plain sailing. I think we're on ley line 2 for this. Yes, we are.
It's a thin ley line. They're not quite laying, but I think they're going to get down there.
Almost laying. They're coming off the boat.
I think you'll see Emirates Team New Zealand try to work down a bit more here, just to ensure they get round that mark.
All right, so they're getting close. And then once round that 6, it's the final sprint to the finish. But meanwhile, Jimmy Spittle, Kyle Langford, Tom Slingsby, Lewis Sinclair, Kylie Fowler and Kai Hurst, you've got to give them 10 out of 10. They've been fighting. They're street fighters and they haven't given up. Heading to the finish.
Just a few more seconds here, guys.
Since Fremantle 1986-87 and the first challenge with KZ7, New Zealand has competed in 9 America's Cup, and what a roller coaster ride it has been. Called Team New Zealand since 1995 in pursuit of the most illustrious and elusive prize in sailing. It's been 22 years in the making. San Diego 1995 and now Bermuda 2017. Once again, the America's Cup is New Zealand's Cup. History on the Great Sound Bermuda, Monday 26 June 2017. For Emirates Team New Zealand, the representative team of the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron, it now means Team New Zealand have become the first team, and the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron is now the first yacht club in the 166-year history of the Cup to successfully challenge for the America's Cup twice. Highs, lows, joys and heartbreak. but the reservoir of experience in the high-octane and unforgiving world of the America's Cup has been invaluable for the New Zealand challengers as Oracle go across the line, and they cross 52 seconds, 53 behind, and Team New Zealand bow and salute them. Jimmy Spittle looks disappointed, but there's more as the sailing world turns on its axis and tilts towards the South Pacific and New Zealand again. Until today, there have been only 9 sailors who have won Olympic sailing gold and the America's Cup. Today, 2 more join an exclusive group.